Wednesday, June the 2nd, the no confidence debate ended with a vote that is positive to Prime Minister Appisit and the 5 other cabinet members. But you think that political turmoil has ended?
Oh, not a chance.
Oh, new beginning.
It was a comfortable win for the government, but we expected that. What we didn't quite expect was the lack of the knockout blow from the opposition, which raises the questions about the strategy of this essential debate from the opposition side.
Yeah.
They seem to have they seem to want the best of both worlds.
Which means?
Which means that they want to attack the government for corruption, as well as to raise a lot of questions about what happened on May 19 and before that.
Well, they thought the street violence would knock out the government, but it didn't.
It didn't. I mean, nobody expected them to win in parliament, but a lot of people may have expected them to raise a lot of so-called knockout blows on the government. But one day is not enough to talk about this issue, this controversial.
Yeah.
They did at least 2 days.
And there was no real convincing evidence either, right?
There are evidence on both sides, and they may have made some mistake in failing to submit the evidence for scrutiny beforehand. So they missed the opportunity to show the evidence.
The corruption charge was in fact quite interesting, but I think it was overshadowed by this other topic.
Another mistake they made was make the issue of the political turbulence on the first day of the debate, and made the corruption cases on the second day, which is like you have better thing, but you show it on the first day, and on the second day people lose interest.
Too many good things, too little time.
Exactly.
Now that the vote has come out and the government has survived, what is next for Prime Minister Appisit?
It should be relatively easy for the Prime Minister. Of course, there would be some trouble with the Pheu Pandin party, whose members seem to vote against certain cabinet members today. But the numbers of so-called defectors are not that many.
How many do you think exactly some potential defectors?
Actually, there were defectors from both sides.
From the opposition too?
Opposition, about 10 of them went missing also.
I see.
It could have been that they missed the voting completely, or they abstained in the voting.
So the number of defectors from the government and the defectors from the opposition are more or less the same, balancing each other out?
That's right.
Really?
That's right.
Now, the government, our Prime Minister Appisit, is being pressured by Suthichai party to kick out the Pheu Pandin.
If that ever happened, it will not affect the government's stability. At least in the next few months.
They have enough majority.
They will still have enough MPs left to carry on until at least early next year.
Because in Parliament there won't be any more challenge that would require voting.
There will be no more challenges, except that in September there will be the second reading and the third reading of the budget, which of course the opposition tend to vote approval.
Because they also stand to gain, because the voters in their constituencies are waiting for them to say, hey, how much money is coming to our village?
Absolutely, yes.
So you see Prime Minister Appisit having more or less a comfortable time from now until early next year. No election, no dissolution of Parliament, no resignation by the Prime Minister, nothing. It's so comfortable.
What we need to see is what's next for the red shirts.
Yes, the opposition and the red shirts.
The underlying message from today's vote is sort of reconfirmation of the government legitimacy, which is the rallying cry of the red shirt when they came to Bangkok for the first time. They said this is the government that was set up with the help of the army, But now that the MPs and coalition partners have already heavily confirmed the support for the government, which which make the what happened over the past few months somewhat confusing.
Right.
So the red shirt might have to change the topic now. They have to go after the government for the deaths and injuries which occurred during the past few weeks.
So as you can see, never a dull moment in Thai politics. The street violence has ended. The no confidence debate has ended. The government is still there. From now on, the national reconciliation process will start, and we shall see no election, no dissolution of House, no resignation by Prime Minister. What will happen next?